reported in the United States from the coronavirus, but there are signs of recovery on Wall Street today. Also breaking news in the race for president, another Democrat dropping out. So what does that mean for Joe Biden? Hi, Paula.
Hi, Karen. Our democratic process is already underway as clerks and their volunteers feverishly work to get ready for next Tuesday's primary election. But there is a critical shortage of volunteers. We've got your civic call for duty. Ben?
Paula, sunshine is out. That got us to temperatures in the 50s, but will we get back to that mark before the end of the week? Cold fronts coming through. We'll look at it right now. First at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we are learning about new deaths linked to the coronavirus in the United States. We're tracking the outbreak and its impact all across the country. The virus has battered Wall Street for days, as you know, with a series of steep drops. But take a look right there. Today, we're seeing signs of recovery. Right now, you can see closing numbers. The Dow up more than 1,200 points. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom with the rest of today's key developments. Hi there, Kim.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. We are following breaking news out of Washington state, where 4 more people have died from the coronavirus. That brings the total to 6 deaths here in the United States. It seems the Seattle area has almost become ground zero of sorts here in America. So far, all the deaths have been reported in that area, largely connected to a nursing facility. At least 14 people appear to have tested positive for the virus. The majority are elderly patients with underlying health conditions. Experts also say the virus has been circulating in the state undetected for weeks. State health officials want people to be prepared, but not to panic.
It's important to remember that most people with COVID-19 have mild illness, but as we are now acutely aware, a small portion will have very severe illness, and that is why we are working so hard to try to decrease the spread of this virus here in Washington.
And while it's likely we'll see the virus continue to spread, we don't have any confirmed cases in Michigan right now, so that's good news. But overall, the United States has at least 80 confirmed cases with those 6 deaths that we just mentioned. To give you a little bit of perspective here, the CDC says 12 to 16,000 Americans die of the flu during an average year. And as you just heard, an estimated 80% of the people who contract the coronavirus, will not need hospitalization, as those cases are relatively mild. At this hour, the president's coronavirus task force is meeting, and they will offer an update sometime later today. We'll be watching for that briefing, of course, and we'll bring it to you and any new information right here on air and on our website, clickondetroit.com. For now, Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Always good to have that perspective on things as well. Thanks, Kim. Coverage continues at 5 and 5:30. At 5:30, a local township supervisor talks about being tested for the virus and what it's like when you need to self-quarantine. Help Me Hank is tracking the rush for supplies as some people prepare for the worst. And then at 6, Dr. McGeorge gives you verified answers on questions like how long can the coronavirus live on surfaces? So make sure to stay with us. Another Democrat has just dropped out of the presidential race, and she is ready to endorse another candidate. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar says she will endorse Joe Biden as she suspends her campaign. She's flying to Dallas tonight to join Biden for a rally. Klobuchar is the second Democrat to drop out in 24 hours. Last night, former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg suspended his campaign. He also just confirmed he will also endorse Biden this evening. All of this happening the day before Super Tuesday with 1,300 delegates up for grabs. So will this new support help Biden challenge current frontrunner Bernie Sanders? Plus, billionaire Michael Bloomberg will be on the ballot tomorrow, giving us the first indication of how he's actually doing with voters. Another UAW official is expected to plead guilty for his role in the union's corruption scandal. Edward Nick Robinson is the former president of the Region 5 Community Action Program. Prosecutors say Robinson made false receipts to embezzle thousands of dollars worth of union funds. Robinson is expected to plead guilty at a court hearing that's just getting started, and he does face up to 5 years in prison. We're following it closely and have an update tonight at 6. Many Detroit homeowners struggling to make ends meet are about to get a big break. Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed the pay-as-you-stay legislation into law today. The measure targets qualified homeowners who have delinquent property taxes. It allows those homeowners to have all fines, penalties, and interest waived. Homeowners must fill out a poverty tax exemption form by March 28th. If approved, the treasurer's office will stop foreclosure proceedings. Mayor Duggan says this process took a lot of work to complete.
This was a complicated bill that took a lot of work, and we've gotten it through. And so it is important, because these are complicated things, to deliver a clear message. And what we're saying to Detroiters and anybody in Wayne County, but in Detroit in particular, we need you to fill out your poverty exemption form.
The Pay As You Stay program will benefit many low-income Detroiters. Tonight at 5, you're going to hear from one Detroiter who would have lost her home if not for the program. Oh, that warm weather sure feels better now that we are kind of escaping some of the cold temperatures we had last week. Meteorologist Ben Bailey joins us with our first forecast. It is sure nice out there, Ben.
Finally, Karen, those clouds hung on so long this morning, we were wondering if that sunshine was going to show up, but sure enough it did. And that's why we snuck into the 50s. 52 right now in Metro, Lapeer, one of the cooler spots, but still at 50 degrees. There is a noticeable breeze, but it's not terrible out there at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So the last of that snow is getting eaten away by these mild temperatures. Clouds are going to continue to break through the evening hours tonight. So we'll see some late sunshine. It's going to carry us into the evening. Temperatures falling into the 40s. Can we get the 50s back, though, before the weekend arrives? We'll check that out. And yes, there are some snow chances in the forecast. All coming up in a few minutes. Karen?
Thank you, Ben. United States Supreme Court will jump into the battle over Obamacare once again. This time, the High Court will consider a challenge to the individual mandate that requires Americans to have some form of health insurance. Federal Appeals Court ruled that mandate is unconstitutional. 20 million people have insurance through Obamacare, also known as the Affordable Care Act. The High Court won't consider the case until its next term, and that starts in October, so most likely a decision is unlikely before the election. After Super Tuesday, the focus will shift to Michigan's primary, and that is March 10th. It's going to be a very busy day and night for poll workers all across Metro Detroit. Our Paula Tutman is live this afternoon in Roseville with a look at the volunteer crunch and the need for more people to get involved. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Karen. Yeah, so this is what democracy looks like a little more than a week before our actual primary. They are very, very busy working to bring in the vote, but also to make sure that it is indeed secure. But as you mentioned, there is still a critical need for a few good men, women, and actually teenagers to exercise their civic duty.
Okay, this lady just called and canceled, so we had actually 5 people in this precinct.
By 1 p.m. today, 2 Roseville precinct volunteers had canceled for next Tuesday.
At this point, we're late in the game, so there's nothing we can do. So 4 people, there's only 4 here. I'm going to go see if we have any more workers.
And in a split second, the clerk's office lost its cushion, and a strategic board game began on how to cover Election Day, March 10th.
Now we have to figure out what we're going to do. If we're going to pull somebody from another precinct.
This is an exercise going on at numerous precincts across our region, as the hot commodity is someone who wants to do their civic duty for long hours with little pay.
It's a long day. We can't pay you a whole lot. The days of commitment to community service seem to be kind of taken by the wayside, unfortunately.
And so the clerk's office in Roseville is reaching out to college students and even high school students as young as 16 years old, not even old enough to vote, but old enough to get trained.
The election law changed several years ago where you can hire election workers in the high schools at 16 years old and older. We've tried to take advantage of that to the best of our ability. Unfortunately, when we get the good ones, they're going away to college in about a year from the time we get them all trained after 1 or 2 elections.
Each of Roseville's precincts needs a minimum of 5 volunteers. Vinny has been volunteering since he was 18 years old. He's now a poli-sci major in college.
I was just excited to be able to work it with everyone else and everything instead of just watching.
And so he's encouraging young and old alike to call their local clerk's office and sign up for the March 10th primary, the August primary, and of course, the November general election.
It's a lot of fun, just being able to meet people. If you're a people person, or even if you're not, it's just nice to see all the people in your community and kind of see what they're doing and how you can really interact with everyone, even if it is just for the 5 minutes when they're voting.
So what you can do today and tomorrow is call your clerk's office, ask them if there's a need for you to pinch hit and if you can be trained in time for Tuesday's primary. And even if there's not time and they're still shuffling around, they still need you to get trained up because remember, we have a primary in August and the general election in November. Now, I want you to take a look at this. These are 2 sample ballots, Democrat and Republican. 12 names on here. They're not even running anymore. So many people have already cast their absentee ballots. There is a way to change your vote. Of course, you can look it up or you can come back at 6. I'm going to walk you through the process of spoiling your ballot so that you can make sure you vote for someone who's still actually in the race. And I'll see you back here at 6, Karen.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Paula. Still ahead, first at 4, there is a new option for a drive-through breakfast in the morning. Also, one of the President Trump's biggest allies is fighting to stay in office. We're tracking an election with implications around the world. Up first, an NBC exclusive. My former gymnast, Allie Raisman, is blasting a new abuse settlement for victims of Larry Nassar.